What is hashtag Reclaim Your Health, and what does it mean for you and your health? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Cheney. I'm one half of a husband and wife team, and we're dedicated to helping you reclaim your physical and financial health, and I specialize on the physical side. So you may have been saying, oh, this year I've been putting hashtag Reclaim Your Health in all my videos. You may have been seeing me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok for a while, Twitter, and even in my LinkedIn family, they've been used to seeing me for a couple of years now. And you may be wondering, like, what does he really mean by hashtag Reclaim Your Health? And so today I'm going to break it down to you, and also I'm going to let you know the special announcement that I have for the end of the year. And so pretty much what hashtag Reclaim Your Health is part of my flagship program of quantum nutrition. I have been working on this for the past 5 years, and this is what I have used to reclaim my health personally, and CC has reclaimed her health also. So let's go ahead and break it down. So you may be familiar with the disease health model. And so this is where, like, you know, hypertension, diabetes, autoimmune disorder, cancer, depression, obesity, things like that, they're all looked at as individual diseases. And so the doctors are doing their best to try to treat them. Unfortunately, pharmaceutical meds are not the best thing to treat individual disease. And the truth is, there's no cure for individual diseases. So I've been trying to, you know, when I first got into it and going through all my issues, I was like, there have to be a better way to live. Something have to be better, and I have to figure it out. So that's how I use my analytical skills from the military, and then started learning all this knowledge from plant-based doctors, and this is where I came up with it. So one, I think we are misinterpreting a lot of ancient language. So it's not disease, it's dis-ease. It's actually a hyphenated word, and it's talking about the lack of movement within the body, and we're talking about it at a cellular level. We can't just look at the body from what we see on the outside. We have to look at it from the inside out. And so from that, the dis-ease, it's like, so what is causing the body from not being able to move freely like it's supposed to on the inside? And that's where I discovered the 5 steps of inflammation. And if you can't see this, don't worry, I'm gonna read over it. And so through these 5 steps, I was like, okay, something's kind of making sense here. So if I get rid of this inflammation, what would it do for my body? And so that's why I started playing with it and started testing things on myself. And that's how I discovered it. So the first step is pain. Second step is heat. Then we go into redness. Then we go into swelling. And then number 5 is loss of limb. So let's just break down each step real quick. So pain is what we all understand is, so if you stub your toe, if you hit your hand, someone kick you, you have an initial nerve reaction of pain. So that's just what pain is. It's just a discomfort. Heat is when your body is starting to warm up a little bit. So like if you've ever got the flu or cold or something like that, and you started feeling yourself getting warm, or you know when you're starting to get sick, like for me, normally when before I get sick, I start sweating a lot, and I knew something was wrong. And that's where I was getting heat from inflammation. Third one is redness. So like if you're somebody like, if you have real skin issues, and you know when they're starting to get irritated, it start getting real red, or real like that, it start getting real red. Or if you're someone who break out in rashes, you're at the 3rd level of inflammation. And the 4th one is swelling. So swelling, we all know that's when you're starting to retain water, things are not moving and circulating through your body correctly. And with that, once you get swelling, it just makes the pain a lot worse. So some of these do coincide with each other where they intensify on each other. And then the 5th one, this is the one, loss of limb. Most of us, and even when I first started studying this and reading it, I was thinking, okay, the loss of limb, well, I'm not missing an arm or a leg, so okay, I'm okay, so I'm not at that level. But the truth was, I was at that level, and I had to understand it at a different, redefine what loss of limb is. And so for me, I redefined loss of limb as loss of function. So that's completely different. So when I was taking blood pressure pills, I had loss of function within my heart, within my arteries, because it wasn't pumping the blood like it was supposed to. Even with depression and anxiety, when I was taking all of those pills, I had loss of function within my brain because it wasn't automatically releasing the serotonin and dopamine levels that I need for each and every day to be able to function properly. So I want you to think of loss of limb as loss of function. And that means if you're taking any pill, anything that you need to assist your body, what it's supposed to normally do on a daily basis, you're at a level 5 of inflammation. And so it may be in just one area, but it's going to compound in other areas also. And so hypertension, let's break down hypertension so I gave you my example. So with hypertension, if you have severe hypertension and you're on a blood pressure pill, you're at a level 5. If you have diabetes, you're at a level 5 also, because your pancreas is no longer producing and regulating insulin like it's supposed to. And so that is why most people either need an insulin shot or end up getting the injectors or the pumps. It's because your body is at a loss of function right there within the pancreas. Autoimmune disorders and cancers, these are at loss of function, at number 5 loss of function at a cellular level. For some reason, your cells are no longer doing what they're supposed to do. And I don't know if you're too familiar with cellular health, but at a cellular level, our cells divide and replicate each and every day. Every 90 days, we usually have a completely different set of cells in our body. It's not the cells that we had 90 days before. And cells can divide at creating healthier cells, or they can also divide at creating unhealthy cells. And so that's one of the things that you want to be really worried about if you're suffering from autoimmune or cancer. You want to make sure you're getting as many healthier cells in your body as possible. And I'm going to explain that also. So depression and anxiety is usually you have an imbalance of dopamine, serotonin, and most likely some trace metals also of zinc and copper. It could be an overload or underload of them, and I'll go through that too. So obesity, now I feel like I'm qualified to speak about this, someone who's over 550 plus pounds. So obesity shows you all 5 of these steps on an external level, because it's really hard for us to see, hypertension, diabetes, autoimmune, and cancers as inflammation. But obesity, we can all possibly agree that this is what you can see each step. So let's take obesity. When I was 550 plus pounds, I was at loss of functioning or loss of limb. I didn't have my mobility. I wasn't able to move around that good. I needed a cane, and I actually had a little walker chair. I don't know what's the technical term for it, to get around my house. I constantly had swelling. So most people don't know this. I used to have to wear a size 17 and 18 shoe because my foot was swollen that much with retaining water. And that was painful, by the way, also. I had redness. I had rashes on my body in different areas, and I had heat. I was always hot. I was constantly hot. Like I used to have to keep it really, really cold because I was just hot and sweating all the time from the excess weight. And I had pain, chronic pain each and every day. It was hurting me to lay down. It hurt me to stand up. It hurt me to walk. It hurt me to sit down. It hurt me to just go to sleep. Everything each and every day was hurting. So obesity is just one of the best external things to show like we're out of whack with our 5 steps of inflammation, and we're at level 5. And so with the inflammation, once you start getting to the 5 steps of inflammation, one of the things that happen also that no one talks to us about is we start becoming lack in certain key vitamins, minerals, and trace metals. And so the trace metals that all of us are lacking when we suffer from these is usually from zinc, copper, and iron. That's just across the board. And so some of the minerals that we're always lacking too is vitamin B complex, vitamin D, vitamin K, and you're also missing fiber out of your diet. So you have a poor gut health also. And so let's take depression, because I was severely depressed. I was taking SSRIs, which are just serotonin suppressors. I can't remember what the R stand for. And so the thing about it was, and you may have suffered from this too, I was taking the antidepressants. However, I was still depressed each and every day. It didn't stop anything. But what it did give me was loss of libido. And so, and I didn't know this was true, but 70% of people who take SSRIs have a loss of libido. And there's actually been double-blind clinical trials that shown just using a high-quality lavender essential oil give you the same amount of results as far as helping your body release serotonin and regulate it as SSRIs, and you don't lose loss of libido. You just get to smell lavenders all day. So, there are better and healthier ways to do this than using prescription pills. So with diabetes, cancer, autoimmune disorders, all of those, you're also in a lack of vitamin B complex. You're usually losing your vitamin D because you're not in the sun a lot, or you may not be able to. And again, you're still missing out on the trace metals of zinc, iron, copper, and you may be missing out on manganese also, which help the receptors in your brain to communicate better. And so this is where with quantum nutrition, with a plant-based diet, whole food plant-based diet, not processed foods, that I figured out by hyper nourishing your body and combating the 5 steps of inflammation, something happened. Your body goes into remission on its own. Your body starts to regenerate because you're recreating new cells each and every day. So what I did was I actually committed each day. I stopped committing like, I'm gonna do this for 3 months, I'm gonna do this for a year. And I said, I'm gonna do this every day I wake up, because tomorrow's not guaranteed and yesterday already passed. So I only had today. And this is how I live my life now, today. I only live for today. And this is how I train my clients. Don't focus on tomorrow, just do what you can today. And by doing that, this is where I'm at now. I'm at about 225 pounds. I can jump again, I can run again. My blood pressure has been normal for the past 4 years. I no longer need a CPAP machine to breathe at night. My body can breathe on its own. And my depression and anxiety. So like yesterday, I was out in El Centro, which is downtown, the downtown area, getting some stuff. And there was easily about 5,000 people out, easily. Back in the day, I couldn't even go into a movie theater with about 20, 30 people. And now I'm walking around where there's easily 5,000 people. I'm not sitting here looking around, seeing who's around me, concerned or scared. Like, that is a miracle on its own right there. Like, I wish you would have seen how bad I was before, because it's easy to see where I am at now. But when you see the levels that I've came from, like, this is why this is so important to me. And this is why this is my life's mission, to make sure to help as many people as possible by taking them off of the disease model and putting them on the dis-ease model. Because by taking the dis-ease, your life will change, not only for you, but for generations down the line. And so through the nutrition, one of the things I realize is a lot of these also come from oxidative stress, whether it's from the environment or from stress from work or just from your diet also. And so if you eat a standard American diet, which most of us do or did, I was guilty of it also, so don't feel bad about it. It's not your fault, it's not your parents' fault. We did not know this information. Unfortunately, they didn't grow up in the age of the internet where they could get access to doctors who was doing all this research. So if you wasn't around them, you would have not known about this. So don't be upset about it. So we all are suffering from oxidative stress. And so that's where I went on a very high antioxidant plant-based meal lifestyle. So through my smoothies that I do 3 times a day, that gives me 60%, one smoothie gives me 60% of all of my nutrition. One smoothie gives me 134% of my fiber. And if you're familiar with the actual scientific research on fiber, eating the standard American diet, the average person only gets 5 to 10% of their daily recommended value of fiber each and every day. So this is another reason why the disease model is not helping. It's not correcting the issues of where we're deficient. And so through that, you're getting very high antioxidants, which is getting all that oxidative stress out of your body. And you're also walking down from level 5 to level 1 to level 0 of inflammation, to where then you start seeing, lack of better words, your body reverses. Your body becomes younger. Your body starts to rejuvenate itself. And it's not you doing it. It's not me doing it. It's your body doing it. I can't heal the disease. You can't heal the disease, but something about your body can. Whether it's whatever your religious faith is, whether it's the God you believe in or whatever, maybe that's what it is, the power that's within our bodies. But this is what I've noticed, not only with myself, but clients time and time again. And so by walking you through the dis-ease model, I hope that made sense to you. If you need to watch this several times, it's going to be on YouTube. So you can just watch it there over and over again. If there's something that I kind of went through a little fast for you. But this is the big announcement. Look, 2020 has been stressful on everybody. I think we all can agree on that. You know, the UK is starting to lock down again. The US, I don't know really what's going on with y'all. Here in Colombia, things are somewhat normal, but it's still weird wearing face masks all day, and people are afraid. And a lot of people have even been hit economically and with their physical health from all the stress. And so what I'm gonna do, next 2 months, I'm giving away the complete program for free. I'm giving away the whole Quantum Nutrition for free, and I invite you to come to do it and really give it your all. Now, if you're a veteran or if you're a veteran or active duty, for you and your family, I'm giving this away free for 6 months, completely free, everything. The only thing that I will not be doing is the one-on-one, because with so many people having access to it, it's too much time to where I won't be able to do it. Because normally I only take 10 to 13 clients every 3 months to do this. So this is why I'm opening it up. You'll have access to the group. You'll have access to my 3M transition to a plant-based diet. This is where Cece and I actually walk you step by step on how to transition you and your lifestyle to a plant-based diet and how to actually save money also. So now if you're telling me, Jason, I don't have that much money, I'm struggling, I'm barely getting by, don't worry. Why I haven't been doing videos the last couple of days is because I've been putting together plans just for you. And for you, I'm putting together what are the best things to buy. I'm also putting together things of how to actually make it more affordable to you, so you're not spending as much money and you're actually going to be saving money using your own food budget that you use right now. So now if you're telling me, Jason, I don't have time, I got to work, I got a real busy life, I also put together some stuff for you also. So for you, I put together a whole Quantum Nutrition pack. It's for a month. And this is going to give you all your greens, all your, it's going to help cleanse your body, and it's going to also help release some of the oxidative stress in your body too, to make it a lot easier for you. And so with that, everything comes in a little satchel. All you have to do is add it to water. How I do it, I throw everything into my morning smoothie and drink it that way. And then I don't have any problems about forgetting. It's just a routine for me. And so I will also be helping you with routines. There will be some meditations going through in there, and we're going to actually start working on the mindset around how we're eating as a group. The only thing that I do ask is we all be respectful and we all be supportive of one another, because we're all taking this journey together. And so I hope that helped you out, and I hope that explained to you to reclaim your health in quantum nutrition. And I can't wait to be working with you and actually hearing from your results from you and your family. Ciao.